Hey everyone, happy Tuesday, January 24th. It's the Winter Storm 2023. This is a big one.
This is the big one.
Now, I know that it's taken a while for some of the snow to materialize, but you know what? There's some issues. We got a lot of power outages. Check this out. This is a video from Mr. Charles Peak himself. Charles Peak is on the south side of Fayetteville in the Greenland area. That is some heavy snow that's coming down. And guess what? We happen to be joined by Charles Peak himself. Charles, how are you doing, sir?
Doing great, brother.
Oh, man. You have been hard at it all day. And first of all, I appreciate you hopping on here. Now, Charles does some amazing work with the Weather Channel, as you know. And Charles, tell us what you've been seeing kind of all day today.
Well, as you know, Dan, it started off as rain and then a little heavier rain at times, and then turned in about 30 minutes there in Springdale to a mix, and then turned over to all snow. And it was a little slow at first. I dropped down south through Fayetteville, and knew elevation would make a difference. So got down, and by the time I got down to Winslow, the roads were already covered. Probably in the period of time I was around there, there was 3 or 4 inches of snow already on the roads. And so it accumulated quickly. As I was working around on I-49 there were numerous slide-off accidents. You know, it's just one of the things as I travel all across the country, the one consistent thing that I see in winter weather is overconfidence. And I say on air a lot of time with the Weather Channel is 4-wheel drive does not mean 4-wheel stop.
And, yeah, that's a good way to put it for sure.
You know, and I don't care if it's a car or our 18-wheelers or whatever, you know, you can be going down the road and everything's fine until it's not. And it's a situation you've got to allow extra room. So if all of a sudden you hit a slicker spot and you lose some traction, or somebody in front of you does something stupid, to give yourself an extra time to be able to slowly come to a stop if you need to avoid an accident. And it's just one of those things that most of the accidents that I see out there were preventable if they just slowed down, took their time, left extra room, and also, you know, make sure you're not out there on bald tires or something like that.
Yeah. Now, you've been seeing a lot of flashes. Some people, in fact, Chris thought it might have been thunder snow. We're thinking it's more of the power line flashes. You're seeing the heavy snow. Kind of, first of all, tell us what you were seeing, because we had a comment here that any videos of power line arcs, and we actually do have a video. I'll show you that here in just a bit. But Charles, tell us what you were seeing here.
Yeah, that's what I think it was. It's it's that bluish, different than lightning. It's when those power lines either sometimes they'll the trees hitting it will cause them to arc, or the tree will push. And I've seen a few cases where one line may be pushed into another one. Right where I'm at, you can see these trees. This heavy, wet snow. This is a huge tree in front of me, and it's dangling, you know, in parts of it just a few feet off of the road, and on the road itself a little higher. Just before I talked to you, Dan, the Greenland plow guys were coming by, and I talked to them, and they said they've been seeing the power flashes as well. So they're all over the place. I don't think that's going to improve anytime soon. Do you?
No, I really don't. And that snow continues to come down, Charles. In fact, if you watch on your screen, you can see you were talking about the flakes not being quite as big, but you can see this wraparound beginning to fill in again as those purple shades are showing up. This is a real sensitive color scale on our radar source, Mega Doppler, also known as GR2 Analyst version 3. But you can see the way that purple is starting to show up. And then you've got banding that's occurring, and that looks to be right in the bullseye of where you guys are at, where you're at, Charles, and where many other people are at. And they've already seen a lot of snow. So,
yeah, Dan, literally from when we talked, you know, probably 5 minutes ago or so, the flakes are actually bigger now than they were then. It's still not as heavy as we had earlier in the day right now, but you are getting a heavier snow with bigger flakes falling.
We've got almost 30,000 customers without power, and Courtney's saying we've had several flickers in Lowell, Rogers, and West Fayetteville. family members. We were without power. We just got it back. Cade ran all the way down from our house to the cliffs on foot. I don't know what he was doing, but that's like a 3/4 of a mile.
He was just trying to get swole. Like
Yeah, I know. He just ran down the street, and so, anyways,
Was he trying to get power for his video games?
yes,
Yeah.
he was trying to fire up the Oculus
Yep.
and get power
Yep.
for his War Thunder. I know he was going to personally repair the power lines, I think. So we've got some more comments here. Power outage in Clarksville or Clark Ridge, not Clarksville. Clarksville barely seen any snow at all. It's all about the temperatures. Now, what do you think about this, Charles? You're out there. Are the roads going to be iced over, or is the temperature just kind of okay for the roads?
I think it's going to be okay. I'll say this, coming back up 49 from where I got on at West Fork a while ago, from say 2 hours ago, the DOT has done an amazing job. The rate of the snow slowed down enough that it allowed them to catch up, and they've got the interstate pretty well plowed right now. Now we get some more bands and we get a 1 inch an hour snowfall rate happening again. It can get bad just as fast as they were able to catch up. But it looks like right now, are you thinking from what you're seeing, I haven't had a chance to really look at models, are we going to have much of a temperature drop overnight?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to drop a little bit. Now, you got to remember, we've got the wraparound that's coming. And so the wraparound, it's already cooling aloft in Tulsa too. But no, those surface temperatures are still hovering right around freezing in Rogers and Bentonville. So it has started to drop off to freezing. And then you'll notice 34 in Siloam Springs, 34 in Fayetteville. Now I got to give a shout out to some of our other spotters. We had Michael Craddock. We had Joshua Myers. He was out. He was streaming as well. Charles, thank you all for all of your video. And by the way, Laura said your slow motion video is really cool as well. It really does look cool, doesn't it? Snow in slow motion.
I always love those slow-mos. I have to get those when I can.
You do. I mean, and when those gorilla flakes, we've coined a new phrase here. Thanks to
Steal from Reed, huh?
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, Reed says gorilla hail. We're talking about gorilla flakes.
Yeah.
I mean, anything with gorilla ahead of it is key. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So, any more for the Gentry area? Yes, you are still getting more snow, and as we mentioned, this wraparound continues to fall. So, we'll look at some of our weather bug cameras, Charles. We're going to keep you on here, but we're just going to look at some of our weather cameras here real quick. So. What about the Rogers area? Let's see if that snow is coming down a little heavier. Yeah, you can see some pretty good sized flakes in the Pinnacle Parkway Towers WeatherBug Network camera. Let's look at Gravette here. Ooh, heavy snow coming down in Gravette. Fort Smith. Well, that camera went out. Yep. And then you can see some heavy snow. It kind of looks like it's a little wet. There's still that wet snow, maybe a little bit of a rain mixture.
Yeah.
It's just kind of going back and forth in the River Valley. Now, the Bentonville Square, the snow isn't quite as heavy, but the banding is redeveloping. So you can kind of see if we pan this up to the north, you can see that snow continuing to come down. So, wow. Let's see what else we've got here, Charles. We'll bring you back in. So, as far as a snow accumulation and what we've been calling for, 5 to 10 inches area wide, I think we're okay on that forecast. I think it's coming to fruition, but it just takes a while for it to develop, doesn't it?
It does. People get impatient. I've had several people on my social media go, well, I've got nothing here. Well, it's coming. I did get out both in West Fork and Greenland and just do some quick measurements there and found 4 to 5 inches there in both of those locations, and as you know, if you don't have a snowboard, sometimes it's a little hard to make that an official calculation because you're trying to, because you can't really measure it on like a pavement deal because, as you know, a lot of that melted. So you're trying to do it in a grassy surface. Well, how much does it sink in? So, but still, I think you're going to be pretty much, your forecast was pretty much right on. And I know I was telling people 6+ was possible, but that doesn't mean that it would necessarily accumulate 6+, because, as you know, we had some melting occur.
Yeah, exactly.
Compaction, 10-to-1 ratio.
Really, really difficult forecast considering all of those factors. So we're going to bring this up real quick, and we're going to take a look at this future track. So this is what we're looking at. Models are a little warm, 1 degree too warm, but there's a look at the energy swinging out. And I think that clears out a little too quick, in my opinion, just because I don't know if that dry slot clears out that fast. So let me show you what we've got. That's why at this point, Charles, it's just not even sometimes worth it to look at models, is it?
Yeah.
Just
It's
really
gonna do
not.
what it's going to do what it's going to do.
That's
Hey,
right.
Dan, I don't know if you saw this, but a friend of mine, Storm Chaser Brad Arnold, out
Oh,
of
yeah.
Alabama. Did you see his?
I did.
Yep. This.
I want to know what happened to those people that drove into it.
Yeah, I didn't think to ask him and everything, but he said that's the first time he's chased for about 10 years. The first time he's ever had to turn the vehicle into the wind because he was worried with that RFD it was going to roll him and everything.
Ghost train.
Yeah, the
Ghost train.
the ghost train, and then the RFD. You could see all that. One of the things and you've experienced this, Charles. Whenever you're really close to a tornado, you get those horizontal rain curtains very low to the ground, and it just looks like nothing else in meteorology. And so if that's happening, you're close to a tornado.
Yes.
It's not a good thing. Wow, that snow is really coming down. We're going to show you this, but first of all, I want to take a look at this full screen real fast. This is a look at our wraparound, Charles, so you can see this as well.
Yeah.
And you can see that drying starting to nudge in, but it's going to go until probably, I would say, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So there it is. Wrap around. Look at the dry slot.
Went right through Central
I've been
Arkansas.
saying dry punch at times, interchanging it. You can't interchange it. This is my fault. This is me being a little bit low on sleep. But the dry slot has to do with mid-latitude cyclones. As Charles knows, chasing a lot, the dry punch is where you get a bulge in the dry line, which is mesoscale, which is severe weather. So this is the dry slot. It's a meteorological term for that dry air. And this is what I was worried about, Charles, because this was a lot farther north than what the HRRR and all of the high-res models. Look at that nosing right into our area. And then finally, that wraparound precipitation occurring.
Yeah, I know Mike Seidel likes to call it the dry nose as well. I don't know if that's, and
hey, that works as well.
Yep.
The dry nose.
Yep.
It's
dry punch, severe weather, dry slot, winter weather.
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
And then there's a clear slot, which is for supercells. So there's all sorts of stuff.
We got slots everywhere, don't we?
Yeah, exactly.
Jackpot.
So anyway, let's get to some comments here. We'll bring up both cameras full. And Charles, you can feel free to answer some of these. We got, check this out, 6 inches in Huntsville and Bella Vista. Oh, someone said it was snowing really heavily in Siloam Springs. And yeah, it sure looks like it.
Does.
Before there wasn't any snow on the ground. So
it's crazy how it can change.
Someone had a question here and it said, I was wondering the same thing. What was Kyle was saying maybe Montanay. He was asking about Montanay. Montanay, Eastern Benton County, probably around 4 or 5 inches, I bet, maybe. We'll see how that all kind of pans out. But look at this. Maggie said almost 8 inches in west of Kingston square above Prayer Lake. I mean, Kingston is getting hammered. Now, one of the reasons, Charles, is it started off as snow. When were you seeing the snow coming down where you were at? And how quick did that changeover occur?
It turned over about 3:40, I would say, in Springdale where I live. And I was supposed to, no. I'm lying to you, Dan, because I left and started at 3:30. And so it's about 3:20. It was about 10 minutes before I left the house.
10 minutes before you left the house.
About 3:20. Yep.
Well, let's take a look at what the newest models say and take this with a grain of salt, as you know. This is additional snow on top of what we're going to see. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring up our weather bug. We're going to bring up our weather graphics here real quick. Bring it up full so people can see it in its full glory. And that's what it's showing for additional snow. So it's about 2 inches of additional snow on top of what's already fallen, including 6 inches in Harrison. So if you get 6 plus 3, you got about 9 inches. So 5 to 10 inches with a few spots picking up, possibly up to 12. Deer may be hitting that foot, by the way, in southern Newton County.
And there was already a foot report in Chimes, Arkansas.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Charles? In Chimes by Clinton.
Okay. Wow, that's all the way over there, huh?
Yeah. I know.
can we ask our viewers if any of them they could comment? I'm going to try to get out with my drone first thing in the morning and try to get some what we call beauty shots with the aerial footage. If anybody's got just a area that they know of that's just really pretty that they think from the drone, if they may drop it in the comments and everything, I can look at that later and see what maybe we can come up with tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah.
What's interesting is I have been noticing, and sometimes this can change that, this tree in front of us, because of the temperatures, some of it's already starting to fall off. So, if all of a sudden you get a little wind or we get a degree or two warmer, all that beautiful snow that's on the trees can fall off and change the scene altogether.
Charles, I got to thank you so much for providing that live video. It was so beneficial to our station. And, when we were watching the weather coverage, we were doing the weather coverage, our reporter was close by in Fayetteville. And so there wasn't much that was happening, and it might have been a little misleading. And then you get a little south of the area where it's been snowing a little heavier and how much it dramatically changed. And then you could see exactly how much snow was on the ground. So it all depends on where you're at, and you are always right smack dab in the heart of it all.
Well, Dan, as you know, KNWA for you is the only station in the country that the Weather Channel will allow me to do this with. They were nice enough, since I live in the area, to help support our home when I'm here, to be able to work with you and help you. But other than that, it's always just on the Weather Channel. So I'm glad to help you when I can. I know most times I'm somewhere else, but glad to work this time.
I appreciate it, Charles, so much. Absolutely. Great friend. And I know that you track severe weather tornadoes. Are you going down to Houston to cover the damage, or are they going to have that covered with other people?
Well, we had a team in Houston, and Felicia Combs, and Felicia was able to leave her location and get out there to where some of that tornado damage was. They'll evaluate that, and then first thing in the morning, they made the decision on Sunday, with severe 10 hours away and a winter storm right in my backyard, that it made more for me to stay home rather than be on the severe. I've been down there almost every week, it seems like, for the last 6 weeks.
Man, it has been active.
You've got a hop, skip, and a jump, Charles, back home, and that's it. Power flashes are crazy in the middle of Fayetteville. I wonder if we can catch any of these on our Mount Sequoia WeatherBug Network camera.
Wait, no.
No, it's not. Yeah. Let's see if we can catch any of these, Charles. We'll just watch here.
Okay.
And see if you never know. It's like a tornado, or you're trying to catch a lightning bolt.
Snownado.
Or trying to catch flashes. Is it still? No, it's moving.
It's moving barely.
It's moving. But we can kind of bounce back and forth to your video. Had some flickers here too. How many inches in Bella Vista now? What do you think? Maybe 2 to 3 more.
Yeah.
So not a major snowstorm for northern Benton County, but that was all about the track of the low. Hey, some people have the beauty shots, Charles. West side of Kessler Mountain would be great drone footage.
I bet.
Okay, I'll take a look at that.
You know where the Farmington area is, in between Farmington and Prairie Grove. They got hammered with heavy snow.
Yeah, I saw a number from Lincoln that was over 6.5, I think, in Lincoln.
There's a look at the Kessler camera. I'll bring that up a little bigger so you can see, and that's covered. In fact, you can see how high it is with that rooftop. It looks like maybe 6 or 7 on there on Kessler. So it's a little higher in elevation, but you get the idea. That would be a gorgeous shot. Let's see what else says.
I had a pretty shot I got last year out at War Eagle Mill, and with the snow there in I think it was February last year. That was really pretty.
Do you see what the comment says, Charles?
Speaking of War Eagle,
have them go look at my Facebook page. War Eagle just shared that. I think this last week, some of the pictures I took from there.
So good
too on Instagram.
Such a grind, man. Anywhere above Kingston would be good too, because there's rolling terrain there. That's eastern Madison County, which has had 8 inches. So I wonder if you're going to go east into the higher elevations.
Yeah, I keep thinking Mount Sherman. Obviously helped me. He called me just a little bit ago. Our
Les
buddy
Murphy.
Wes, called me, and he was getting us some video for the Weather Channel, and But yeah, I love that. I wished I could take it out to Hawksbill Craig, but you can't fly a drone there. So, and I'm real particular of only flying it where I'm supposed to,
Yeah, absolutely. Gotta follow the rules. Do you think my dad can go to work Wednesday morning at 4 a.m.? I mean, it all depends on how good they're driving in the snow. You got to be real careful, but at the same time, I think there's going to be additional accumulation, and it's maybe kind of lightening up at times, increasing at times, as we'll see here with Charles's video.
And I think that
So
it'll
coming down.
also be another piece of energy that could come on the backside of that system.
Yeah. How about Prairie Grove Battlefield Park, Charles? That's a good one.
It's a national park, isn't it?
Yeah.
State park.
State park.
Is it a state park? I'd have to look at that. The FAA is, as you know, Dan, is real particular. You got to make sure you follow all the rules in all national parks. You can't fly a drone in and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and
what
then,
about
state parks? Typically, you can't take off or land inside the state park, but if you get on the edge of it, you can fly the drone over it. But that gets, sometimes you have to keep it close enough to be able to see too.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I have good reasons, from a disaster standpoint, I can get approvals for a lot of things from the FAA in Washington, D.C., but just because I want a pretty shot, it doesn't justify that.
Yeah, absolutely. I understand that. We did have that question. Kaylee asked, where is the dry slot going to hit? Well, here it was. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure we're looking at this overhead so there's no, perspective illusion. But you'll notice here, this was the dry slot. Look at that dry air that was nudging in. And so it did impact Tulsa, no doubt about it. Then you can see it lifting north, and it did impact us a little bit. Now, here's the interesting thing. This is at about 500 millibars with mid-level water vapor. There's snow that's happening underneath this, but you're not getting those really big flakes, Kylie, that are happening in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, which is exactly what Charles is experiencing when we look at this right here. This is saturated all the way up, Charles. So that's why you're getting those big flakes. But the dry slot did come in, and it was in a little bit more than what the model showed. And I was worried about it. And if you look at the track of the low is, it's going kind of right over southeast Oklahoma, and it's very, very, very close. But thankfully, it came to fruition, the snowfall. You can see that wraparound starting to develop. So this is why the flakes are going to be a little bit greater. This might be a burst of even heavier snow right here. You can see those colder cloud tops. In fact, if we go to our water vapor and look at the infrared, let's see if we can bring this up. It might take a little while. Yeah, those are some colder cloud tops. So that really shows you how that wraparound is starting to materialize. And those are some bigger flakes. So that's additional accumulation. So to answer Nikita's question, it will be getting worse overnight tonight. Ponca, Jasper, Parthenon area, that's beautiful as well. There's no parks there.
Ponca is.
Oh, Ponca is, yeah. With what the Buffalo River, right?
Buffalo National River. You can't.
Yep.
And everything, but like you say, Jasper and stuff. So I've done some over there before. We'll see.
Bella Vista, of course, is beautiful. So the chance for thunder snow has decreased. There was some lightning in northeast Arkansas near Jonesboro, but it sure kind of looked like we had thunder snow and rumbles of thunder, but in fact, it was just a bunch of power lines.
I did have Dan, a friend of mine on social media, message me that lives in Eureka Springs, and she said they had one clap of thunder for thunder snow over there.
All right. Verification.
There we go. Verified.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thunder snow possible. That was the lucky place that got it. So.
Well, listen, Dan, I've got one more hit I've got to do for the Weather Channel here, and I want to try to do that on Dixon Street in Fayetteville. So I'm going to let you go if you don't mind, and I'm going to work my way up there. Maybe we'll see some power flashes. I'll leave my stream on, for as long as you want it on. Just let me know when you're done with it.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you so much,
guys.
Charles.
Good vision. Yeah, thank you for all your viewers, man.
For joining us, man. We appreciate it.
All right, talk to you later.
Keep kicking tail, man. All right?
All right, buddy.
We'll see you. The one and only Charles Peak.
The man, the myth, the legend.
that was fun.
Yes.
That was great. Hey, Nelson's in Cave Spring stole out of sleds, and we're still cranking out snow tubes. So make sure everyone had someone to enjoy it. Love our local businesses here in Northwest Arkansas. We're gonna do some sledding tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah, oil up those sleds.
Yep.
Pew!
Dan, have them go to Battlefield Outlook right off Mark Street in Prairie Grove. That's a good one. I'm hoping this tree doesn't fall on my house. If that is your tree, we're right outside.
We're right outside of it.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
There goes Charles on the move.
Tracking Charles. It's kind of a plug there too.
Nature's miraculous whiteout. How many inches, please, in Bentonville and Rogers? When you wake up, you'll know. I mean, honestly, at this point, let's just enjoy it. Let's see how many it
Embrace
happens. Because the forecasting's over. Wow, look at how low those branches are hanging.
They are.
That is why the
they're
power's
way
going.
down.
It's almost like paint that's covering this. It's like a sludge.
Yeah.
That's how wet the snow
Mashed
is.
potatoes.
So, I mean, honestly, Pam, maybe another 2-3 inches. So, power's out for the second time in Fayetteville. While we're looking at his stream, I'll bring this up. You can bring up some of those power outages. Bring up the different companies too. You can get that from poweroutage.us. But man, Charles in charge of our days and our nights. And I won't. You know this. I guarantee you, he doesn't know Charles in charge.
Heck no.
I really didn't know that. Charles in charge.
Heck no.
Charles in charge of our days and our nights. It's Scott Baio, man.
Yeah, that sounds
Remember Scott Baio? Okay, Scott Baio was like the ladies' man of the mid '90s, and Nicole Eggert was on there too. Nicole Eggert, she's past her prime, but she was on Baywatch. When I was younger, I had a huge crush on her. So.
That was her celebrity crush.
That was one of them.
Yes.
But there's Dan. So this next system coming around, what is the potential for snow amounts? So I hope we're not talking about next week, because can we just get through this one
Can we
first?
get this one first?
But late January into early February, we'll be doing all this all over again. Should I stay home if I live in Bentonville? It depends how good you drive, but oh my goodness. Can you imagine my dog on a sled, Mercedes?
We need to get Harper and Mercedes on a sled together.
Ooh, Harper would be like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Mercedes would be like, he's
Yeah.
so scared. I know it is kind of like an ice storm. Trees are laying over. This is a heavy snow, guys.
It's like mashed potatoes.
Oh, what a great analogy.
Yeah.
It really is. It's
Yeah.
like a mashed potato fight. And
Yeah,
you're throwing
exactly.
it.
Yes.
Time to have a Charles in Charge marathon. That's right. I love that show, by the way.
So we're doing that tonight instead of Oculus.
Hey, CT Erickson saying, love the ties.
Yes.
CT, a teacher that I came, talked to her class, so that was fun.
Yes.
For a while, she was trying to get a hold of me, and as you know, it's kind of busy. We have a
It
lot going
is.
on. I
Yes.
can't keep up with as much. So,
Especially.
here's a look at the ties, by the way.
Mm-hmm. So mine's kind of got that red flare,
Yeah.
blue. They match really well.
All right. So let's see here. We can hear trees cracking and power's flickered. Diamond City. Ooh, man, that's Southwest Missouri. That's southeast of Joplin, Diamond City. How about this question right here? Do you think any ladies will go get their nails done tomorrow? Well, here's the deal. My wife, she could be as sick as a dog on her deathbed, and Mimi, she's still coming to you to get her nails done. So I think some women will definitely be out there in blizzard, in a
EF5,
in gorilla flake snow, you name it. I think they'd be out there. Maybe they can answer that for you. I think it's like the weatherman. I've got to be at work for a winter storm. You'll have to have the gloss nail shop on College open. So, which is, by the way, right by the Ozark Natural Foods. So
I know
that's where my wife goes. Yeah.
Nice.
Little shout out to Gloss. Just had some of my neighbor's pine tree branches fall on my roof.
Oh.
Where is that, by the way?
Yeah.
So I don't know about Northeast Arkansas, Samantha. If you're there, then you've got Ryan Vaughn. I'm starting to lose names. So look at the dry slot killing snow in Northeast Arkansas. This is the beauty of it. Look at this thing. Just cut off the snow
Just kills
totals.
it. And look, that's
Just
clearing
kills it.
too. That's like clear skies.
Golly, that
Yeah.
is just the worst. I remember, by the way, in 2006, November 30th, we had a dry slot come over, but we were right on the nose of it. And that nose of the dry punch cleared out the sky, and then the clouds rolled back in almost like it was a hurricane.
Well,
and this was after a big snow.
Yeah, and I
The
made that
sky
analogy
clear.
to Mike too about the dry slot. If you're just on the nose of that dry slot, it's kind of like being in the eye wall
Mhm.
of a hurricane where those intense thunderstorms are. That's basically how it is with the winter weather system like this. You want to be right on the nose of it, but not quite in it.
Not quite in
and you
it.
get all the big snow.
Yep. Let's see here. Mimi says, your wife is lucky she got in today. I knew she wouldn't turn that down. Most places won't be open, so you might as well take advantage of it. Let's see. What is tomorrow looking like? Mom's supposed to travel from Memphis on Thursday.
Ooh.
I think Thursday everything will be okay.
Thursday will be fine.
Because the roads are handling the snow better, and they will, obviously, with the road conditions. If you guys see my bet on Twitter, I said if I was wrong about someone in Benton County getting 10 inches, I would give you meteorologists free haircuts for the rest of the month.
Are you
in
the mullet
February.
on Twitter, David?
Is
I
it?
think he's the mullet.
Is he the mullet?
I think he's the mullet. He's got to be the mullet. Because he was the one who made that, I think. That's the tweet I saw.
I do remember that.
The mullet.
The mullet. Is that you?
Yeah.
I think we
David,
exposed
we
you.
exposed the
David.
mullet.
That kind of looks like it too.
He does look like
Yeah.
it.
I think he might be the mullet on
He's the
Twitter.
mullet. We found him.
Yep.
We found him.
Mimi says, I got you. Thank you so much, Mimi.
love
Love
that.
your family too.
Yeah.
They have the sweetest family. The wins. I would love seeing all the stuff that they put on social media. Consistent big snowflakes falling in Lowell, definitely building up here. So beautiful. So back to meteorology, since that's why we're doing this Facebook Live. Well, kind of variety show, if you will. There still is snow falling, and there's more to come. So the models are just kind of all over the place. Why don't we see what they have for all the different totals? And really, honestly, then we'll look at our accumulation map. Just not a huge fan of accumulation maps.
Not at this point anymore.
Yeah. I know they're needed. I know they're important, but let's look at the snow accumulation. So that's additional snow. The graph has about 1.
It's kind of underdone.
I think that's underdone. European has close to 3.
That seems about right.
Yeah. GFS has some. And the NAM has some. I mean, I would say overall, this snowstorm performed.
It did.
Yep.
And it overperformed in the River Valley.
Oh, very
As
much
well.
so. Power surges in Huntsville. Oh, we were going to bring out the power
I got the
outage
power outage,
US. Okay.
Yep.
I get sidetracked. Squirrel.
Which,
Which, by the way, we got to watch Puss in Boots when we get home.
oh yes,
Love that show.
Who's your favorite fearless hero?
We were without power in 2008. It was 2009, by the way, Kayla. January 26th through the 28th of 2009. Oh, Diamond City. Yes, it's in Southwest Missouri. I'm thinking of another place here that's east of Joplin. Diamond, not Diamond City. You were saying Diamond City. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Diamond City is north of Harrison on the lake. Yes. When you said Diamond, I think you were saying Diamond. The city.
Yeah, the city.
But I was sorry about that, Chuck. You are
Sure,
correct, sir. All right. Have you heard anything about big tornado in Houston? Yeah, as a matter of fact, we just talked about it, David. Yeah, big tornado on the east side of Houston, tornado emergency. It's bad.
Another thing to add to the research article about critical angles.
Big snow. You're still going to be open. I don't think you get big snow. If
Yeah.
you're in Northeast Arkansas, I don't think you get big snow. Chime, Arkansas, 12 inches of snow. Southeast Newton County, we saw that. That's your foot right there.
There's
That's
the foot.
amazing. Yep.
Oh.
Charles Peak on here. But I don't need a haircut.
No, but we can get you a shine. We can get you a shine.
What's that? Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a
I get you.
shine.
Okay, there
Shine.
you go.
Yeah.
Aha. David.
We got him.
We
The
got him.
mullet.
We got him.
We got him.
We got all the limestone bluffs around the valley, so it's going to right over the top of us. Laugh out loud. It's not bad down here, but getting out in the valley may be a challenge. Yep. Non-stop, 2 p.m., 6-7 inches, branches down, lots of power flashes. Let's see if we can catch a power flash.
And here's the map too.
Still haven't brought that up.
And not quite yet.
All
Hey,
right.
by the way, if you put your mouse over it, you can see the power outages.
So here's what I want you to do. Go over to the top right and hit plus, the little 3 dots. Let's make this bigger.
Okay.
And then go plus, keep going. People can't see that. Yeah, there you go. Right there.
Yeah.
Now, if you scroll over, we can see those amounts. Haha, that's way better. Golly, 7,500 people.
That's a
Click
lot.
on it and let's see what areas. So we're going to scroll over and customers out. It's SWEPCO. All right, so click on SWEPCO. And then click on the website, provider website, outage website. That's all right. Yeah, outage website. I think that might take you to the map. It does.
Indeed.
Oh, brother. Let's see if we're still out here. So click on that in Fayetteville. You click on that, and it should open up and zoom in a little more, and it should give you that area. Nope, not us.
Whew.
Not quite us.
Puss in Boots.
Although we may be here all night.
We may.
I don't know.
Honestly.
We can thank the absence of Colby from the area prevent.
You know.
Let's go back to more power outages.
Yep.
I think we have 5 inches and it's still coming down. What time will the snow stop in Pea Ridge, Megan? It's going to be right around, I would say 4 o'clock in the morning.
I would agree. All right. Let's go to Sebastian here.
So Sebastian,
5,400.
yeah, just a little over 5,400.
Scott County, 981 out of 5,000, which is a pretty big percentage. Logan County, 2,361 out of 8,850.
This is more like an ice storm,
Yeah.
like you said. And it wasn't ice, but the problem is that it was so wet and heavy. We mentioned the weight of the snow and all that stuff. So how about you guys? How are you driving home? I got my truck.
This man right here.
Yeah, we're gonna be going.
Roommates.
We're gonna be. He's actually staying the night with me because he lives up in Bella Vista.
Yeah.
So instead of you driving back to Bella Vista,
I got a Civic. I don't think I'm gonna see if it's the little Civic that could tonight.
Little Civic. I think I can. So many transformers blowing up. I wonder if the bucket's blowing up.
Yeah, that's the main
I
question.
want to see if we can catch any of these. We still have the lights in Fayetteville. Watch like a huge power flash, just boom.
Oh, we take it
blow.
off and then it just does it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it on.
Yeah.
Still here. We're still talking. So power lines are galloping at my house. Lincoln Lake. Golly. It's coming down here in North Rogers. All right, in just a second if we don't see any lightning. Oh, yes. Brandon, I did see it. In fact, not only did I see it, I tweeted about it. Now, this might take a little while to find. Whoa, that was a cool picture. Well, I guess I tweeted a lot.
You're
there
all
it
over
is.
the social media game today.
Trying. It's tough to keep up with all that.
There's a lot.
Let me show you this real quick. There it is.
Yeah.
Deer Park. That's a tornado emergency. There's your tornado detector. I actually had 2. Meant to have that as velocity. But there's your tornado detector, and then there's your normalized rotation, and that's the debris. Supposed to have one on CC. I don't know what happened. But anyways, that was a failed tweet. But I was on it. You got to see it. So
Indeedly.
probably be better just to close that out. How many more inches do you think Mountain Home will get? Remember Mountain Home, Eric? We were talking about it. You still have a ways to go.
Yeah.
Indeed. And here's why. If we look at the satellite and radar, you're going to see there's more precipitation coming.
Did you see this? 9.5-inch amounts in southeast Boone County near
Everton, yeah. Wow. Yeah, we're going to show that. In
There's
fact,
a 12-inch.
yep,
There it is. Chimes.
in Van
confirmed.
Buren County,
Yeah.
just southeast of that's Searcy County.
Yeah. And they've got more bands to go. They could get 15 plus.
Absolutely. You need coffee,
Wow.
Matt. 7 brew. Let's go.
Hey,
Always.
heck yeah.
My cat has claws if you have haircut, only if you don't mind scratches on your face also. Maybe. Let's see
Ooh,
what else we
speaking of
got.
which, I just thought
Whoops.
about cat. 'Cause I'm allergic.
Oh, that cat's upstairs though.
Oh, okay.
It'll be all right. She doesn't ever go in the guest bedroom.
Did
Trees are cracking up here in the mountain in Fayetteville.
you see Alex Hall's comment? Where's my haircut? Here's the thing. I'm gonna call mullet from now on.
Yeah,
Mullet.
I'm calling them
Mullet.
Okay. Where is my haircut? Alex, by the way, you've been doing incredible on social media.
Yeah.
Another haul.
Another haul, y'all.
Hall is crushing it.
Yes.
Daughter's power was out, keeps flickering on Weddington. Not getting any power flashes. Oh, well, you know what? Bring up my Twitter. Actually, you know what? I can do it on this.
We were gonna look at this.
I can just do it on this over here.
Yeah, that's true.
That'll
Even
be easier. Yeah.
even easier.
Been an incredibly long day. The heaviest snow I've ever seen. That's what Ryan, Frankie Shepard has.
Milk
all
bread
that
and
stuff.
frosted chocolate donuts. That's why he needed me, by the way.
Oh, he was asking.
He was asking powdered donuts or chocolate frost. I'm like chocolate frosted all day.
All right, let's see Alex Hall. You know what? We're just going to bring this up here, full screen. Just bring up my Twitter feed. What happened
Huh?
here? Is it not a window?
There it is.
Is it there?
There it is. Right
There we go.
Yeah.
Share.
That was a little sus.
Okay. It's weird. So here's Alex Hall. Look at this.
Holy cow.
Wow.
That's
Getting
that mashed
crushed.
potatoes. Yep.
Getting crushed. There it is.
That's them taters.
Keep scrolling down. Let's see here. Look at this. Ryan B. 6 inches. That was located in northwest of Huntsville.
5 in
There's
Fayetteville.
one right here, about 5.5. 5 inches of snow still coming down. Look at Charles Peak all over it. Slide offs.
And that was some important stuff he mentioned, though. Don't be overconfident in this stuff.
Yeah. Whelp into a ditch.
For Ryan Vaughn.
Ryan Vaughn, he went into there. No good. Jackknifed.
Not good.
Of course, Ryan gets the thunder
That was
snow.
that's
There
right.
it is, right
I got to
there.
show that on the 7 o'clock. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Let's see. Okay, wild video. This is the tornado video. That was pretty crazy.
Dude.
Where was the power flash? I'm looking for it here. There it is.
There it is.
Right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, quote tweeted.
Here we go. Watch this. Upper right-hand portion of your screen. Right there. So those are those flashes that we saw earlier, and it looks like lightning, but it's not. See how it lasts a little bit longer? Has that purplish hue. Yeah, those are exploding on the northeast side of Fayetteville. You know what? Why don't we take the graduate camera, point it northeast,
Good
and
idea.
see if we can see those power
Yes.
flashes, because that's where they're all coming down.
That was a fantastic idea. And somebody sent us an email and said they were in Madison County and measured a foot of snow. Forum, Arkansas.
Wow.
Where is that?
Anyways, what we'll do is we'll remove that for now. All right, so here is some other weather cameras. Not snowing as heavily.
In Fort Smith.
Looks like kind of like rain snow mixture. It's just that temperature. Okay, here's the Graduate Hotel. I'm going to bring this
Coming
up.
down.
It is coming down, but all those power flashes seem to be on the higher elevations. So let's see if we can take this camera, point it northeast, and see what we get here.
Weather bug.
Watch us get a big explosion. That'd be
Just
awesome.
instantly, as soon as you do it, boom.
Light up the whole sky.
Light it up, up.
So that's still not looking northwest. There's northeast.
You can tell it's coming down though with that.
Yeah, it is.
Low cloud.
This is where your power flashes would be on the higher elevations. Let's see if we get anything here.
Holy cow! It is coming down in Bella Vista now.
Is it?
It's coming down now. Yes.
Whoa. what
No
happened
Bella
there?
Vista busts.
And I don't have to owe that viewer a steak dinner.
Yes. And what did you win from that?
I don't know. She never said what I won. She was
Well,
confident that she would win.
Here's the thing, Dan. We're going to Doe's Eat Place next February. You're invited.
Oh yeah.
That's your winnings right there, my guy.
It's still valid for the whole month of February.
All right.
The haircuts.
Mullet for the win.
That's, let's see. I know y'all who has Swepco and who has Ozark clear up down Weddington. Yep. Look up. Elkin's power is flickering, so that's why I'm trying to look here and see. Man, it's snowing good, but you can see looking at the bottom of your screen, looks like College is okay. So these power things flicker, just like with an ice storm. When you have like a power line going down, there's a connection, and sometimes it kind of disrupts the power briefly. You want to go through some more power outages?
Yeah, let's go through some more power.
Let's do it.
So,
Just lost power at Holiday Island, and that was about 10 minutes ago. So let's keep going.
man,
here.
Logan County, dude, like almost a quarter of the county is without power.
Out of all the Northwest Arkansas weathermen, who would survive the longest in a blizzard and why?
Okay.
I'm going to say it's going to be me
I think it'll be Dan.
because I have the most fat reserves that would feed me.
Look, it's Baja
give me
Blast
energy.
reserves.
Yeah,
It's, okay.
yeah.
The more Baja Blast you have, the more you can survive.
bright blue flashes on Township. Let's continue to watch. We got to catch
It's
one
like a
of
power
these.
polar bear. I almost said a power bear.
A power bear.
Polar bear.
Oh,
I think that might have been it. I saw that, didn't you? It was like, psh,
or was that the iris?
may have been the iris. I saw something go.
It wasn't blue. It was more white.
Yeah, probably just
So
the
let's
iris.
see. There's
then.
Township, if it's happening. Township's in higher elevation, so it's going to take longer for the boy. Look at how wet that snow is.
That is some wet flakes.
So everyone that's talked about how it wasn't snowing over your area and this was a bust and nothing's happening, I don't see a lot of those comments anymore.
I don't see it anymore.
Had a Mazda 2 just make it home. Oh, good, Kimberly.
Nice.
How was the roads?
Boy.
I have a shopping 412. Saw those flashes. Crew might be recurring gas line. Oh, wow. That's where the haircut factory is. So now you know. This guy's got like the flow for a haircut, man.
Oh man, dude. Okay, so I have a problem spot though.
So bright outside.
A little problem spot.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Little
man. Is it
Little cowlick?
No, the receding hairline. It's
Oh,
so bad,
dude, you
so
got
bad.
a nice luscious.
But
photo.
at this point, we got people losing power. We've got people that are really getting heavy snow. All right, so let's see here. Trees bending on the ground over at Branson.
Yep.
This is some rough stuff. Should we see what Charles is doing before we do?
Tracking Charles.
Let's before we do that, let's check this. Oh,
Yep,
go back
okay.
to the power outages.
So Logan County, by the way, a quarter of the county is without power.
Wow.
That is unbelievable. I'm gonna click on this here. It's kind of a mix of all the power companies,
Except for energy.
except for energy, which there's only two.
Yeah.
But wow, that's pretty crazy. Let's see here.
Maybe reevaluate the terms of some of those bets.
Newton County,
Mount Sequoia.
Newton
Power
County Carroll
flashes.
Electric Cooperative in Newton County is the main source of power outages right now.
I just I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch a power flash here, and I'm not catching
we're just
it.
we're just going back and forth.
It's like tracking
Man.
power flashes.
You know, that's one thing that I'll say that we didn't get on this system.
What? How heavy the snow was going to be, and how many power flashes
How
there
many
would be.
power flashes there would be? We were very low on the.
Yeah, I
Oh.
did mention it, and
We
I was
did.
talking about how
Yes.
that can weigh down. In fact, at the end, but I didn't stress it enough.
The graphic was a great explanation. Though,
Yeah.
like how wet snow can really cause problems quickly if it starts weighing down on things.
Just got to Colcord from Grove. Grove is fine. Just south of Grove was slick all the way to Colcord. Thank you, Mark, for that report.
Yes.
All right, check out my stream in 5 to 10 minutes. So that was 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, that's actually, we're pretty close to caught up.
PDS stream.
Whoa, 30 minutes to go from Elkins to South, to go to Elkins from South Fayetteville. That's a long ways.
That's a long ways.
This storm system going to bring in some more ducks for the morning hunt? I think so.
Good.
No power in East Fayetteville. You can tell, too.
Wouldn't it be nuts if there was an earthquake right now?
Now we'd be talking 2011.
Yeah.
Look at the wind. Oh, man, there's also wind. And look at it's a northerly wind now, too. Oh,
Near
the
whiteout
wind is-
conditions.
the wind is whipping up.
Near whiteout conditions.
You see that wind?
You want me to go out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go, Josh. Do you have the link?
You'll have to send it to me.
Can I send you a photo of it?
Yeah, send me a photo. I'm gonna go on top. I'm gonna go on top of the roof here.
Right. Look at my stream on Dixon. Huge flakes. Okay. So
Google flakes.
Charles just sent that. Go ahead and bring up Charles's stream.
After I throw this water bottle out of the way.
Let's go. Oh man.
Giggle flakes.
All right, I just sent that. Here's Charles Peak's stream. Whoa.
Woo-wee!
That's Dixon, dude.
That's Dixon.
I might have to
Boy.
go out there myself.
We can-
Go ahead
Send
and
it
get that
again?
puppy loaded, and
Yeah.
I'll come out there with you.
Did you send it?
Yeah.
Is it okay? It might be sent still. Hold on.
Yeah, I sent you the link.
Okay,
I
cool, I
didn't.
got
I
it.
didn't send you a picture, but I didn't
just
send you
got
the
it.
link. Go get that puppy loaded up.
Yes, sir.
I'll do the same thing.
Got those puppies in order.
Man, those are some big old flakes. Wrap around, folks. Wrap around. All right, Alma. Okay, not too much snow. Bella Vista's getting snow now. That's camera's not working. Fulbright Junior High. Bentonville Square. Wow, look at Decatur coming down. Look at that tree that's being weighed down too. Man, Fayetteville is getting dumped down. Look at how white it is too. You know what's also cool? Step outside while it's snowing, and it's just so quiet. And that quiet comes from the snowflakes insulating the sound waves. So it's really, really cool. Barely covering the ground. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. Any estimate how much snowfall in Siloam Springs? Siloam's kind of on the western edge of the heavier snow, so maybe another couple inches. Power is out in West Fork. I knew that. Look at my stream now, Charles. We are big old flakes coming down. Oh, no, won't turn on. Let's see. You ready, Josh? We still loading up. Power keeps blinking on and off in the gateway area. Yeah, those are some big flakes. These are gorilla flakes.
All right.
All right. Gorilla mode activated.
Gorilla mode. You're about to see behind me. These
Are
gorilla
they big?
flakes. Here, oh yeah, they're big.
Are they really?
Okay, I'm gonna switch the camera view here
All right.
so y'all can see.
It takes a while to do that.
It does indeed.
Wish it
Hold
was
on.
just- dude, that's Dixon right there.
Yeah. Hold on.
I'm
Sorry,
getting
my
on there too.
fingers in the hay. Okay, there we go.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Woo. I'm going to go out a little bit here. Man, it piled up fast, Dan. I'll tell you, when we were on break, I was kind of wondering how much was actually going to accumulate. It's piling up now, that's for sure.
Here's what I'm going to do, Josh.
Uh-huh.
I'm headed out there too. I'm gonna get on my phone.
All right.
And
Woo.
I'm gonna bring out the gimbal so we have nice steady video.
Yeah, mine's a little shaky because I am shaking in cold.
Is it pretty chilly?
It's pretty chilly. The wind's blowing a little bit. It's not blowing very hard. It's blowing just a little bit. But yeah, definitely gorilla mode in terms of flakes. No more chimpanzee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See these cars up here? Got the mashed potatoes on them. Tell you what, man, this is gonna be perfect sledding snow.
I'm typing up this link here. So Y4NJB and
Woo! Man, there's still people out and about on Dixon right now. Hear a few people down there.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're launched.
Whoo!
Take it away, Josh, because I'm still setting up the gimbal here.
All right. Oh, was that a power flash? Hold on. I think I just saw something jolt over here. I don't know if anybody saw that. Maybe it was my iris, Justin. I saw something that kind of caught my eye over here. I think that's looking off to the northwest. But yeah, if you really look into the lights, you can kind of see how big these flakes are right now. It's a little bit difficult if you're not looking at it in the lights. The wind is blowing a little bit. So that
might be attributing to a lot of the power flashes.
Absolutely. And it doesn't take a whole lot of wind either when you get this much snow for that to happen. You just need a little bit. It's very similar to what happens during ice storms. You get just a little bit of a northerly wind at about 10 to 20 miles per hour and things get rough. Because look at these trees over here. These trees are getting weighed down by all that snow. And you just get a little bit of wind and those limbs are going to fall. You can also see it on the power lines there too. So it's definitely the downside with this snow is that because it's so good at compaction, it'll accumulate very fast on these surfaces. It's also accumulating very fast on my phone. So it's making it hard for me to see out here. It's getting very wet. It's also accumulating fast on my not covered hands because my gloves are not in my
See,
car.
Josh, I'm ready to rock and roll, baby.
Yeah, that's a prepared.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm already prepared. I think he removed his stream. He accidentally closed out. So in the meantime, we'll see if he comes back up. But let's go ahead and enter the studio here. All right, let me bring up a video feed here as we're looking at these big snowflakes coming down right now. There's never any good eye touch gloves, by the way. I don't know. I know you guys are commenting. We're kind of setting some stuff up. I want to go outside and experience this myself. So stand by here. All righty, here we go.
Phone went out, so.
Your phone died?
Phone died.
All right.
Probably a good
Well,
thing.
we're going to be walking out here, so we're welcoming you to the Facebook Live if you're just joining us. Oh, you can't see the comments on here?
You can. Hold on.
How do you do? Oh, chat.
Chat, then comments.
Oh, no, but you can't see them at the
can't-
same time?
Well, I mean, your camera's still up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little difficult.
Ah, bummer. Bummer deal. Bummer deal. Oh, I forgot my other gloves. Oh, well. What happened to the phone? It went out?
Just died on the or it might have got too much water.
It might have
Too much water.
might have too much water. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go outside. Oh, yeah. Oh, those flakes are pretty good size. You kind of already saw this, but at least it's a little bit smoother video. So that's good. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to flip the camera around. If you hit cam, I wish it would be so easy to do that.
They got to update that.
I told them that many times. Okay. Josh, here we go.
Here we go. Going up, up, up.
Look at how wet that snow is, man. It's just like a slush ball.
It's crazy. The Arkansas slushy.
It was almost like it rained here. Yep. Oh, yeah. That is wet. We're going to see if we can catch. I'm trying to catch a power flash.
Hey, what's going on?
All right, we're back. Yeah, there's a pretty good amount of snow. It is definitely accumulated. There is no doubt accumulation here. This, by the way, is some fresh snow. So I'll show you how deep it is. There you get to see it right there. So there's your footprint. I'd say this is about 6 inches here in Fayetteville. And that was an unofficial measurement as we're walking around. But my goodness, pretty impressive. Wet snow, too. I mean, check this out. Watch this. Look at that. Look at instantly making a snowball. I like drenched him.
That was a monster. I had like this little baby one.
Hey. I'm not left-handed either.
Football.
All right, ready?
Here we go.
Look at that. You can literally pick up this snow. We can play catch with a snowball.
It stays together.
All right, compact it really tight because I can't do that while I'm holding this.
There we go.
Throw it right at the camera. I'll catch it. It's a little off, but oh my gosh, yeah, you can. You can literally play catch with a snowball. This is awesome. Okay. Ready? Go deep. Wow, look at that. That is amazing. All right. So here's the snowball. Oh, touchdown. Now, I don't know if I can. Is there any way to remove Charles's stream?
I would have to go down there and do it.
Okay, go ahead and do it real quick because his stream just dropped off. I think he's coming by to say hi. Do you know his number?
I don't think I have.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and turn his stream off and come back up here. In the meantime, we're going to answer some of your comments. You are hilarious. Having fun. I love you guys are having fun while you're working. You got it. Sorry about you guys having power outages. That stinks. We're going to see if we can see any of these flashes. Look at the trees, though. This is bad. Look at how they're like leaning on this this area. In fact, you can see some of these. This might explode right here. That would be amazing. That would be scary and amazing at the same time. But look at how the trees are leaning and weighing on the power lines here. Might tilt down. Nikita, as a matter of fact, we are. We're having a little sleepover. Isn't that nice? I don't want them to drive to Bella Vista. Boy, it sure is a winter wonderland. Look at how it's sticking to the side of the pole, too. Pretty cool. Who's having anger? We're having fun. My boys are going to have a blast in the snow tomorrow. I know we are, too. All right, so hopefully having trouble connecting. Well, I hope you're enjoying the snow. Let me know what you're going to do with it tomorrow. We're going to make some snow ice cream, some snow angels, a snowball fight. Man, that was amazing snow to do that. Here, let's see if I can make a bucket here. Ready? Like, dude, perfect. Here we go. This is awesome. All right, so there's that. All he has to do is remove that feed. There we go. He did it. All right. So see the trash can down there? I'm going to try to make it. Ready? Oh, just barely missed. Here we go. Let's try it again. So if you're just hopping on, we're having snow. We're up here on the Dixon parking lot. That's Fayetteville, Arkansas. And we might as well be up here while it's snowing so we can enjoy it. And then we're going to go home here pretty soon because the snowstorm's still underway. But at this point, it's wait and see. So can you see the trash can there? We're going to, just for the wind, we're going to throw and try to make it. Let's see. Oh, I just barely missed to the left. I get 3 shots. There we go. Wish I brought those other gloves. That would have been helpful. All right, ready? Here we go. I'm going to make it this time. Oh, I think that's got it. Oh, so close. What an amazing packing snow. So what's happening is there's so much water in the snow. The water content, see how it's piling up on this? It's so heavy that it sticks together. So it's almost like ice, but it's not an ice storm, it's snow. But it is behaving kind of the same way. So check this out, Josh. We're trying to make it in the trash can here. It's like a dude perfect shot.
Is this like a dude perfect
Ready?
shot? Yes, sir.
Oh, that wind took it.
That wind did crank that away.
That wind took it. Here, hold this, and then I'll be able to throw it a little bit better.
I'll make it a little easier.
And I don't know what I did with my other glove. I must have left it down. That was all over the sky.
Well,
too.
that's where I saw the previous one too, when I was up
Here
here.
rumbles though. Okay, you ready?
Hold
You
on.
got it?
Yep.
Is it back connected? Keep showing the thing.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to make it in the basket here in the trash can. Ready?
Got it. Go.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh!
Oh! Too far.
You tried a bank shot.
Oh, went too far.
That was like a bank shot
Oh, I thought that was
off
it.
the tree.
I thought that was it.
I thought that was it, too.
Perfect. All right, I'll try one
Dude,
more.
perfect. Ah! Ooh, off the rim.
Try one more here. The wind really does affect it. by
It
the way.
does.
All right, ready? Aim a little bit to the left.
Oh yeah, you got this. Oh
30-degree down angle.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh!
Oh!
It was so close. That's robbery.
At least I hit it though.
You did.
Okay,
That's
I got
2 in a
the-
row.
Got the angle here.
90-degree critical angle. Storm motion, perfect.
That's it.
Storm motion. Oh, that tree screwed.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Okay, that
well,
was
we
a
just
power
saw
flash.
Power flashes. That just knocked out the power a lot of spots, too.
Yeah, that did.
That's not good at all.
Oh, man.
Let's see if we can hear the crack.
Oh, man.
Did you see that?
I did see that. That was a big one,
The
too.
entire power went out on the
And
side.
you could see the lights go out over there as well.
Yep. All the lights are going out, man.
Hey, I do want to say this. It was right when you hit that power line with that snow.
Come on now.
I'm just joking.
Sorry, guys. I just caused a huge power
I'm
outage.
just, it was,
But it was pretty much up to money.
it was pretty much.
That wasn't good at all.
No, that was
That's
not.
in our area, too.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yes.
Can you see it?
I can see it.
There's the rumble.
There was a rumble.
Wow, that was a long ways away.
Yeah. It was a big flash. Buckets.
Oh.
Dang. Right off the rim. So close.
That's it.
Hey!
They got it.
Hype. Hype. Like Dude
Yeah.
Perfect goes, whoa.
By the way, that just knocked out all of that. So we finally got to see a power flash.
Yes.
That's not good. Another thing that's not good is trying to make snowballs
With one glove. Yeah. I should have thought about that.
It's not so smart. Did you see my glove down there?
I did, but I forgot. I forgot.
Do you want to stay out here for a little bit?
Yeah, I can stay out here for a little bit.
All right,
Some.
we'll do a recap on the radar. I'll be back.
Alrighty. Yeah, that was a heck of a shot by Dan there. That was pretty good. Got a car rolling out there. Yeah, FCC violation potentially. I don't want to risk that. Yeah, guys, these are some big time flicks. Oh my goodness, that was so close. Oh, that was sneaky. That was sneaky. Watch your back, Dan. Uh-oh. You can see that snowball fly through the freaking thing there. That was really close to my head. That was almost a headshot. In dodgeball, that would be a automatic disqualification. Yeah, you can see the wind kind of swirling the. Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back. Okay. Connection's a little sus right now, as the kids would say. But man, as I was previously mentioned, you can see that the snow's swirling a little bit. And when you stand outside, you don't really feel the wind at all because it's not very strong. But it definitely is enough for those power flashes to happen, which is what we saw just a moment ago with that snow weighing down on the power lines. So definitely can cause impacts for sure. And these are some fat flakes indeed. Perfect for snowball making, as you can see from Dan there just a moment ago. Or he almost hit me square in the head with one. Bet all the kiddos. This is definitely no school.
Oh,
Usually
yeah.
hang
No,
every day, but
easily no school.
maybe in between classes, build that snowman.
Can you hear me,
Uh-oh.
Josh?
Getting low on power here. Okay,
Hey,
I think
Josh, can
Dan's
you hear
trying
me?
to connect now. Don't see him yet. Maybe
Really?
he muted me
That's
at this point.
interesting.
And look at this. Special guest Charles Peak is in the house with the Gatorade.
Couldn't hold off the power flash until I got here.
Yeah, I know. It was a big one, too. It was a big one. Yeah, and it was right when Dan was trying to shoot a snowball into the trash can down there. And he nicked the power line. And as soon as that happened, I was like,
It's all
uh-oh.
Dan's fault.
Hashtag blame Dan Scoff. No. I think Dan's just now getting back on Mega Doppler here. I'm gonna mute my
Can
mic.
you hear me, Josh?
Oh, yes, sir, I can. Can you hear me
All
still?
right. Yeah, we're still on, and power's
right.
flickering in Stonebridge. I saw that was in Southeast Fayetteville. So as you can see on Mega Doppler, we're starting to get the wraparound that's winding down a little bit in terms of
It
the
is.
bigger flakes.
Look how big.
But check out the power outage map now. It cranked up to nearly 7,500 now in
It's-
areas of
Dude,
Washington
it's
County.
way down those power lines. It's not a heavy wind.
Oh my goodness!
It's
All right,
strong.
so I'm gonna zoom out here a little bit on this. We're gonna click on Washington County. The most is SWEPCO, which is exactly where that power outage was. Washington County, nearly 7,000 customers without power from SWEPCO. So let's check out on SWEPCO. Let's look at the outage map here. We'll refresh this. And
Hey, Dan,
there
I don't know if
go.
you just saw that. That was another power flash. There it is again. Look up. That was 2 power flashes. And a snowball to the shoulder. Yes. I hope he heard me. He's
Which way were those
connection
power
problems.
flashes? That's looking east.
Not hearing it there.
No, west.
there's
That was 3. 3 power flashes. Wow. Wonder where that was coming from.
That's looking
Yeah, it was-
west.
Had to be from that way.
Oh,
That definitely got
camera's
picked
out.
up by the stream.
Yeah, I can see it. Can you hear me?
It's kind of crazy. Like the power flash, or not the power flash, the power outage situation is kind of worse than the road situation.
Yeah.
Now the road situation is getting pretty bad, especially tomorrow night.
I don't know.
Refreezes.
I don't know. We'll get a refreeze.
Really?
There's another one.
Oh my goodness.
You see it?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell where it's coming from.
Yeah. Kind of seemed like it was brighter over this
Yeah,
way.
that one
Yeah.
seems over that way.
Kind of just happening everywhere now.
Oh man, West Fayetteville. Oh, hopefully it didn't fall out. I don't know if you guys can still hear me, but we are live, and it is approximately midnight. Let's see here. Just heard branches snapping. Oh man, that would be a great idea. I'm gonna have to build a snowman. I want to put a snow tie on it tomorrow. We can hear you good. Still connected. Awesome. Doesn't look like Josh is connected, so we'll wait, which is actually my phone. Might be too wet. It might go down because it's actually too wet. So let me control these weather cameras here and move them over to the west and see if we can see. And I don't know if this camera's down. I think it lost it. No, it's still going. Beautiful. Yeah, it's still going. Still up and still watching. So Mount Sequoia. There we go. Graduate Hotel. Still going. Let me take that camera and move it west. On the Graduate. Man. The snow is really heavy and weighing down the power lines. Looks like the Graduate Hotel is working. We'll move it west. Oh, that's not west anymore. There we go. Power's out at the U of A, it looks like. Just measured another inch in Van Buren in the last hour, so I don't know what that is. What's the greatest amount of snow to fall ever in Northwest Arkansas and when? So the greatest amount in history is 24.5 inches in Arkansas. And that was in Corning. And that was, in fact, not the 2011 snowstorm. However, there were people that measured over 24 inches in spots, but it wasn't official. However, I think one of the biggest snows was February 9th, 2011. That was definitely the biggest. But this is a heavy, wet snow, and it's causing a lot of issues for sure. Yeah, it looks like my stream from outside went down, unfortunately. Wonder if that had a power flash. Power blinked on the backside of Rogers. Guess we'll see if it goes out again. Honestly, there are a lot of outages and things are happening pretty fast. And unfortunately, that's not a good thing. Still have power. That's good. I don't think we have power anymore at our house, judging on that last power flash. Let's refresh this and see what we got here. Assessing condition. Yeah. Well, it's really close. I don't know. We might. Yep, there it is. Gone. Outage. That's right at our place too. Let's see here. Snow. I'm looking for something. Greatest snowfall. I don't think we. Well, here's the record snowfall of February 9th, 2011. Look at this thing. See, this is a really light snow. Very dry, but it piled up big time. There you get to see that. Pretty incredible lapse there. I thought we had a graphic, but I don't see it on the record snow of 2011. So I've given up on resetting clocks. Look at that. There's again that time lapse. Let's see where we're at with the snow. I don't know what happened with our stream, but it died. They'll probably come back in here, I bet. There's the back edge of the snow, so it's beginning to wind down, but it is after midnight. And you might remember that we went 80% for that chance of precipitation after midnight. Lo and behold, after midnight, we're still getting snow. This is exactly why we didn't remove those those precipitation chances until late morning. Man, what a storm. Pretty impressive storm for sure. Let's take you through some of the totals, shall we? And I'll read these off as we look at Mega Doppler. And just bear with me here on this one. I'll bring up the camera. Have it kind of track me. So here's what we've got on Mega Doppler. I'm going to roll through all of these. So Bentonville, as of 9:39, that's showing 3 inches of snow. Harrison had 6 inches. That was at 8:21. Everton, at just after 11 o'clock, you had about 9.5 inches. Charles, how you doing, buddy?
Good, brother.
Look at this. We got everybody in the weather lab here. It's one big happy family. Did the phone get too wet?
It got too wet and it just crashed down.
Oh, no. Completely? Like it's not even restarting?
Well, like the stream stopped working and then the phone went down. It was just like,
Yeah, I've done that.
it was done.
Hurricanes are terrible.
You've done that? Look at that. Look at this guy right here.
The man, the myth, the
He's
legend.
killing it.
Yes.
Crushing it. It's a pretty good snowstorm.
It was.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the heavy snow. I mean, this is like This is like raining mashed potatoes.
Yep.
It's a
Yep.
Gorilla Flakes mashed potato snow. Oh, by the way, which reminds me, What About Bob? Have you ever seen the movie?
I have not.
Okay, you've got to see What About Bob, because he's like mashed potatoes and gravy, Marie. That's what baby steps is
And for our
like.
U of A alumni, I got this
Oh,
slow-mo on Dixon. So,
Beautiful.
man.
So I
You
just
gotta-
tweeted
can you
it.
flip it around real quick. Show it on the camera.
Let's see.
Oh man,
Amazing.
that is gorgeous.
Yes.
And you're gonna be like, no school tomorrow. What do you think? Think we'll have school? I don't think so. No.
Now, hey,
No.
now
He
Dan,
might not even have power.
before the stream went down, did you see all the power flashes?
Yes, I did.
There
I was
was.
watching them. Could you hear me or no?
No, we couldn't hear you anymore. But
This
before it went
is
down.
this is bad. Look at how many power flashes we have. Look how many outages we have. This is crazy now. This is the SWEPCO map, as you're gonna see. Oh my goodness. So we're out, by the way, at our house. I can tell you
Again?
that. Again.
Oh boy.
This is what you were seeing with those flashes. Now this is SWEPCO. Okay, this isn't OG&E. This isn't Ozarks. We'll look at Ozarks Electric here in just a bit. But there's all the outages and there's all the flashes that we're seeing. That's higher elevation, so that goes all the way close to Stonebridge Meadows. So power's flickering Stonebridge. Why don't we take a look here at? Let's look at a different power company here. Let's look at Ozarks Electric. So those are the flashes you were seeing. Let's go to outages and let's see an outage map. And hey,
Oh.
my goodness, how many are there?
Quite a few.
Weather Channel. We need
Weather
you.
channel.
Okay, so 173, 250. Look at that, 983 percentage, 55%. What you were seeing on the west side of Fayetteville, 161. Those are probably those flashes.
Dude, it was 1, 2, 3.
I saw it.
I
Yeah,
mean, it was
I saw it. It was like a chain reaction.
Yeah.
Definitely not lightning.
Yes.
Oh boy. Really trying to be happy for everyone getting all of that predicted snow. Well, Rusty, maybe he didn't get his snow. It's the heavy wet snow plus a little wind. That's true. So is it transformers or just ice? It's not ice lines. It's actually the wet snow with a little bit of wind that's causing it, and that's weighing down those power lines. We saw what we were doing. We were putting you can see the power line. By the way, haircut looks good.
Oh, well,
Nice
thank
and wet.
Oh,
I think that's what we need to
grease
do.
up. Yeah.
All's good so far. Haven't heard of any power outages in Siloam. How long do we go on this?
Okay.
I mean, I think we're good.
I think we can shut it down here pretty soon. We're caught up on all the comments.
Yep.
Why don't we run through the cameras again one more time? Pizza.
Pizza time. Oh, Josh Myers.
Oh
So
no.
we're going to pull him out.
Going to
Did we call
going to
us
get
out
him
of the
out.
Ditch. Yeah.
Oh, is that why he called? We were on the stream. Did you tell him we were streaming at
I
the
told him he was
time?
here, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Is he streaming right now where he's stuck?
I don't know.
Because he might be. Let's see. Oh no, I doubt it. No.
All right, I'm going to go help him out.
Okay, sounds good, Charles. Hey, good,
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Take care.
good seeing you, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Keep dominating. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, guys, I think that about does it for this Facebook Live. So we've got to get home as well. We're going to hand it over to Zach Gilday. He'll be in with the latest. I'm just going to shut down the accumulation predictions. At this point, just when you wake up in the morning, you go measure it, you'll see it. And so that's what you'll get, honestly. Because the storm, it's almost over.
Yeah.
So I don't even know how much you got because like West Centerton could have 2 inches. East Centerton has 6 inches.
6 inches. Yeah.
I mean, that's
How sharp
literally
the
so
gradients are
how
gonna
that
be.
goes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see you, Misty. Trolling us.
Trolling.
Trolling
Trolling.
Misty.
Yep.
Sounds like weather bucket methodology. Yeah, that's it.
Indeed.
Brian's still on here, man. What a legend.
He is a legend.
He's still going.
How's that bucket?
That bucket, 3 bucket challenge has to be pretty filled up.
Pretty good. Yeah.
We should get Brian on the. That would be dangerous. Get him on the stream. You know what, Brian? I might just do that.
Built different.
If you're still on here, he's been on here all along. Can you give us a live update of the bucket forecast?
Yeah.
Preferably clothed.
Preferably.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, it is Facebook after dark.
It is. It's after 12.
Yep.
You know.
Anything goes now.
Now, you know, we are offering a free trial right now to everybody that's still on, but we're gonna have to increase the price to $4.99.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going out there. It's by my warehouse. Come on, Brian. We were just out there throwing snowballs.
Brian, I'll give you a Baja Blast virtually if you do it.
Virtually Baja Blast.
I'll drink it.
9 inches now in Lincoln. Higher elevation's crazy. So West Washington County gets more because of the higher elevations. And so you actually said you were like at 1,800 feet, I think, was your elevation. Brian. All right. Real quick, Mega Doppler. As you can see, the snow is winding down. Probably another inch or two at the most with this system. And then the back edge of the precipitation is about to move out, I think. Let's see. Yeah.
Starting to swing
Yep.
on out.
Starting to swing on out.
It's ejecting.
There it is right there. So this is about the end of it, folks.
Pretty solid. snow all
1,600
around.
feet.
Pretty solid snow all around, I would say.
Always wear your helmet. Yeah, sledding. If there's any trees around.
Or when you see Dan Scoff coming at you with the snowball that he makes. That thing was massive. Dude, you almost got me with the big one.
Man,
That
I
was
did.
a gorilla.
I did.
Snowball.
I did.
It was right by my head. Now, if that was dodgeball, you would have been disqualified if it hit me in the head.
Yeah. I was trying to hit the camera.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been
Of course, it is my phone,
yeah. Worth.
but why not have a little fun, right?
Yeah,
Got to have a
exactly.
little fun. I know it's also serious because snow can be dangerous.
Mhm.
How much snow did you get? Less. So just to let you know, snowstorm's almost over. I'm disappointed it's not enough. I'll come over and just dump buckets of snow on your head.
Yeah.
There you go.
Brian will come with one of his buckets.
Well, the 3 bucket dump.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. You guys are having too much fun. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
at this point, it's been a long day,
It
a long
has.
night.
We need some release.
Just be clear, since it's late, the entire premise of the weather bucket is to mock people who ask you for weather who can't look out the window.
It's doing its job.
That's doing its
It's
job.
doing its job.
Yep. Will roads be good by Thursday? I think so.
Yeah.
Because it's such a wet snow that it's going to melt over time,
Yeah.
even with it above freezing.
100%.
But tomorrow morning, the roads won't be going to be
No,
fine.
it'll be a little sus.
Yep. All right, guys. I think we'll let this go for another 2.5, 3 minutes, and then we'll be done. Oh, a 5.2 inch report in the River Valley. Check it out. Just cold off the press. Just popped up.
5.2 near
Oh, guess who that is?
That's Zachary Hall, y'all. Yeah.
Update to previous report. 5.2.
Storm Chaser.
Still snowing.
Storm Chaser. that's what it
Another
said.
haul. Does it?
Yep. It said that's got to be.
Oh yeah, that's
Zachary
that's
Hall,
that
y'all.
call for sure.
Yep.
Wow, look at this. 6 here, 12 in Compton, 3-foot drifts reported.
Woo! That might be the winner.
How much snow has fallen across our area? Well, we kind of covered that, but
A lot.
yeah, it's around 5 to 10 with some higher amounts. Yeah, Boone County's without power. Golly,
A lot of
that
power
many?
outages.
Let's check it out on that website real quick. Like I said, I'm going to go to 140, 1 hour and 40 minutes of a Facebook Live. All right, you got Boone County up.
Getting it up right now.
Refresh.
Oh, man. 5,704 out of 21,310. That's 26%.
It's energy.
It's energy.
I don't think a lot of people realized how bad these wet snowflakes would be on power lines, and it's a really wet snow. We knew it'd be a wet snow, but my goodness,
Whoa.
it's all on Holiday
Oh.
Island, huh? Or Green Forest,
Spread out.
Berryville, right?
Yeah. But
Oh,
Bellefonte.
man. Yeah, Bellefonte. Oh, that's in Boone
This
County.
is Boone County.
Okay, so you're not in Carroll County.
But look how spread out it all is. I mean, it's just like
It's going to stop about 3 a.m., 3 to 4 a.m. All right, we got another 20, 30 seconds. So here's what we're going to do. Alma, Bella Vista. Looks like the snow is still coming down. Fulbright. Wow. That would have any snow.
that went from nothing to just a ton.
But the square is not as much. It's so weird.
That's fine.
It's not fine if it don't make my 2.5 inches.
Nah, that's 2.5 easy. Because
Yeah.
remember, Alex Engel measured and it was
Yeah.
3 inches.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're good.
All right, so there's that.
Steak.
Mount Sequoia. She'll probably argue it. Garfield. Fort Smith went down again. Look at that.
Went to Wonderland.
Ooh, that's not good because there's a lot of power outages
I
there.
don't see a lot of lights.
There's not a lot of lights there.
I don't see a lot of lights there either.
I see flashing lights.
Yep. I
Mount
don't see anything.
Magazine.
That one's just
That's just
snow covered.
just completely covered. P Ridge, quite a few lights. Look at that. That's pretty.
That is very pretty. Go do some
Prairie
donuts in
Creek.
that parking
And
lot.
then finally Lake Fit. Wow,
It's after 12.
that is a.
It's after 12.
All righty. Still snowing decently. Okay, guys, that about wraps it up. Thanks so much for enduring all of the craziness, shenanigans, and just yeah, we'll wait for the next storm. There's another one coming at the end of January into early February.
Heck yeah.
This one could be a little more winterish, but did it snow? Nah, not at all.
Didn't do anything.
No.
Bust.
It's all a glitch in the matrix.
One of the biggest busts of all time.
We'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your night. Hope you get your power on if you lost it. And thanks again for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys. This is why we do what we do. God bless. Have a great rest of your morning, and we'll see you today.
Enjoy the snow.